Okay, what I'm trying to make for the court because it's been really terrible, the things that have happened to me. This is Agnieszka, the London grammar, because she travels between the UK and Germany, Poland, and the United States doing her videos. And this is supposed to say in for the kill is any end edit because she goes in and she creates things. This was her friend in Italy made this video about murdering me, Linea Stia. So, and then another of her friends, see, they can rename their channels as much as they want. So, in perpetuity. So they can constantly be changing the name. So I might have a video and a channel that appears to be another person, which was a different name previously, but it's the same person. So this was about they add these people in their weird little group to my Facebook as my friends, and this was a young Brazilian girl who wore glasses. And see, they broke her down, and you know how they broke her down? Because they sent her videos saying that they were going to kill her. Please notice the glasses. And this is what Agnieszka does for the amusement of her friends. And Agnieszka is involved with some people in Anonymous. She's involved with some people in various want-to-be or alleged terrorist groups. She's involved with many different hacker groups. Her purpose is she creates video and she helps to blackmail people. Additionally, let's see, because I have some other albums about their strange behaviors. This one was Starman. So this was another woman. This is the same woman, by the way. Coretta Session, that's just her beautified version so she can fit in with the music folks. That's what Coretta looks like on any given day. Yeah. Yellow teeth, glasses, acne. But you're supposed to look like you're completely manicured and gorgeous so that they can make you part of their group. You only use your finest photos. And there's a lot of videos about her, but she's more private. So they began making videos about her. This was one of Vasa's unusual like pulpit channels that he uses to talk to people and send his messages. And see, he's talking about courting the fairy blueprint. They talk in a code talk which was developed by Dr. Philip Agri of MIT. And it's very common for hackers to do that. But then they'll send me videos like this. See? Connect to Me. They're talking about connecting baby Anna to the singer. They call her Original Mix because she's been there the longest stalking and harassing women. Now, what do I mean by stalking and harassing women? Okay, well, her purpose is to hack and watch and see the videos, or she's given access, and sometimes her associates hack for her as well, and let her know. But a lot of times they just give her footage and information relative to a person and that Vasa seeing, because her job is to then make weird music videos about them. And so let's go. So let's see. Here's one. Bossolini in the cut. Lou got cash. So anyways, who knows? It was something ugly they were trying to tell me. Who knows? Here's another one. This was a threat against me because I'm from Arizona. So they tried to tell me we are Legion. We got a lot of friends, and they've sent me every kind of video you can imagine. These come directly to my phone because my phone is hacked. There's also a service that they can lease, it's kind of like a spam program, only it's to send you threats and to tell you things in the form of a commercial. And this is something real, and it's on the deep web, and you pay to use this software or to purchase this type of invasive software. So whenever I did something they didn't like, they would send me free kick maniac, like, we're going to get you because we didn't like something you said that day. Or threaten me, we're going to make a video of you, which they would tell me also in the comments. And other things. We'll release video of you. Even people I know have contacted me to say, hey, they released a video of you. See, I don't even know what this means. If Agnieszka overdosed, she pops a lot of pills. I can only imagine. I have no idea. But they often send me this hacker hooded figure this masked gang figure. These are the videos they send me. This was how they let me know that they'd been watching me since the beginning. And Vasa, when he lied and told me he was sterile, he had actually intended to impregnate me. So it was a very ugly little truth. And this is Vasa's page. It used to say Vasa Steve Stanchu, and now it says Stanchu Alexandru. For whatever reason, he uses the name Alexander. He uses the name Steve. He uses the name Nico. They call their lifestyle Nico culture. And there's just a lot of different terms like that that you don't know unless you're part of their crew. So, like, this is one of the channels for Agnieszka Wasaluska. You notice the same city background, right? The skyline, exact same. One for Vasa's and two for Agnieszka's. And even when the channel says doesn't have any content, you look on their favorites, and that's how a lot of times they send messages to each other or send messages to other people. They'll send you a link. So, I don't even know who that is. But anyways, this was Vasa while he was telling me, even while we were dating initially, the entire time I was pregnant, and even after I got back. Well, he changed it to has kids, might want more. He always said doesn't have kids, even till Anna was 6 months old. It said doesn't have kids. So every single day, Vasa is on OkCupid or some other dating site because that's how he recruits girls that he plans to exploit in his hacking scheme, where they watch these women in their house. He pursues a relationship with them. He shows them, how nice his home is and money that he has and different things that he has, and talks about having long-term relationship, only to eventually break their hearts and to exploit them and embarrass them publicly in front of the world, pretty much, because it's in front of a large group of hackers and in the underground. And that's a cute game for him, to see how many women he can completely, mentally, emotionally destroy through captivating their hearts and their attention. And it's a very ugly thing that he does. So you can see he's always online. It's just how he is. What's the information on this photo? Details. That is March 10th, 2018. So November, December, January, February, March. So yeah, that's when Anna is 6 months old. He's still on here every day. Doesn't have kids but wants them. And then I brought that up, and then he changed it. So this woman, they've also made plenty of music videos about her. She lives in Greece. As unusual as her teeth look, she's actually got her degree in world economics. She's actually a relatively intelligent person, but very unusual. This is his friend, one of them that he has working for him. He is also in Serbia. He has many pages, and he manages many for Vasa as well. In the music industry, Omer Sirkovic Sursin. And this was one of their friends. They had send me a threat. They posted a link. This person posted a link for me to see with the Cyanex agency. He's an unusual man who lives in Germany. He was open about his identity. I don't know who he is or where he went, because they were talking about having another guy named Sean. I mean, not Sean. Sean was the guy they stated they would have murder me. Jeffrey is their guy in Russia that they stated they would have hack me extensively. So, oh, look. There we go. So, it's just bizarre, the entire thing. This is a nice guy. He's one of their friends, but he's relatively a nice guy, the one with the mask on his face. He's just part. This guy, however, is in the UK, and Anthony O'Loughlin, he runs the channel The Games We Play, and he posts some of the most graphic information because he acts as a conduit, a channel of communication Between Agnieszka and Vasa, he voices for Agnieszka because, like I said, she works with artists in the UK and Europe. He she has him post songs, or she uses his channel. They have different. You can access the channel. The different people can. So sometimes it'll say like somebody else on duty. But on his channel, they were posting some very graphic things about having me murdered and making me disappear, and it was very blatantly a communication channel. Additionally, you can't just get to the channel unless you know the link, because they use characters that aren't on your keyboard in general. So unless you're a techie, you're not going to find the games we play on YouTube, their music channel. And once I discovered all of the horrific things that they were planning and discussing doing to me, they, of course, quickly, as the brave men they are, deleted a multitude of the horrible things that were being plotted against me, because they did not want law enforcement to see that they were actually plotting my demise, or at least discussing my demise. So again, this is Starman, which is one of Boss's employees who posts. He uses this channel to post thoughts and ideas, and he always posts in this weird, like, cult riddle type jibber jabber. When he's talking about the dreamer, he's talking about Agnieszka. That's what they call her, Angel Falls, the singer. And you see, like, she was with Dreaming Way Studios, and her songs relate to dreaming. They call her the moon. They call her the stars. They call her neon. They call her Warsaw. They call her the trees, the river, the forest. Anything that relates to her life and her, her general workings in the music industry, that's how they refer to her. And like I said, they refer to her as the original mix often because she has known Vasa in the music industry the longest. So let's see what other weirdness we can find here. This is the underground, as you saw. This Mario Dark Underground, this is a weird guy. I believe this is the one who is in the Philippines. Deep, Dark, and Dangerous. It says works at Deep, Dark, and Dangerous. So, I mean, they send you messages like this daily. And unfortunately, the way that YouTube and the way that Facebook is set up, a lot of these people completely hide their identity. They hide behind... but see, this person, here's what's interesting about this person. He puts his name, Mario Tanchu, right? Which is like Stanchu, only missing an S. This is also a Romanian guy. He's a Romanian, or he's either a Romanian Serb, like Vasa is, right? Or he's straight in Romania, wherever he is. But he's a friend of Vasa's, and he likes to threaten me a lot. I'm sorry, this isn't the Filipino guy, or maybe it is the guy in the Philippines. So here we go. Nico waiting. Flip family risk. So they're talking about flipping the baby to be Agnieszka's, my daughter. And then they're talking about they want to have a son. Only Agnieszka found out she's sterile. And so now they're trying to do some sort of genetic amalgam with a surrogate. And it just gets weirder and weirder from there. It's quite an ugly situation. Here's another one of his friends who really enjoyed harassing me and stalking me a lot. Bill Sever, whatever his name is. He's also in Europe, and he's not a nice person. And it was amazing because all of us, we had like the same, you have 99 friends in the music business. And I'm like, I don't know anybody in the music business at all whatsoever, essentially. Other than being friends with Francis Ford Coppola's nephew, who's not in the music industry. He's in the construction industry. He owns his own firm. So, yeah. It's been a disturbing ride, and Vasa really needs to get told about himself. So, Climax Blues Band, St. Michael's Blues. This was Elijah Kapko. This is Vasa's employee in Serbia, and he posts this the week we find out that my son has gotten a girl pregnant. And it's much worse than that. They would post... immediately, and it would ring on my device to show that a notification for subscriptions to channels that I had no idea what or who they were. My daughter's first solid foods, oranges, if I was asleep, nap time, what I ate that day, if I drank that day, how they felt I should carry myself, every insult you can imagine about my personal being or anybody that I knew. This is Vasa's cousin, who he says it's not, who said, after he said that he had received some items for the baby from his cousin in Switzerland, right? She's Chilean, but she lives in Switzerland, and his brother's wife, I believe, is also Chilean, right? So he stated this was, no, he didn't know this lady after she said she would like to see me and the baby dead, essentially. So he states he does not know this Francesca Esmeralda Perez Vargas, who I believe is his cousin in Switzerland, related on his sister-in-law's side. So it's a very ugly situation with a lot of people. I'm very upset about it.